Har Har Mahadev. Welcome to this podcast on Twinflame awakening and the signs that show you or let you know that your divine counterpart is awakening spiritually. If you are new to this channel, my name is Kanupriya and I welcome you here. In today's session, we are going to discuss a little something about the different signs, the different ways to know that your twin flame is awakening spiritually and they are coming up online, right? So one of the first signs that you are going to experience, or you might have already started to experience, is that you yourself are awakening spiritually. You might be seeing beyond the physical dimensions. You are now hungry or curious about all of the information that has everything to do with Kundalini Shakti, about higher consciousness, about Buddhism or Taoism or Tantra, or you might be very curious about certain occult practices like astrology or tarot or other forms of divination and such. You might find that you are very intrigued about human psychology and also about the entire healing process. So you might be starting to now take interest in higher dimensions, in worlds that we cannot see but we know that exist beyond us. You might be yourself coming into this realization that all things are connected and we all are very closely bound with each other. You might be awakening to the fact that everything is energy and we are energy. We all are 99.9999999% energy. All matter is energy. So you yourself might be awakening spiritually at this point, and that is how you come to understand that your person is also going to be awakening, because both of you are clear mirrors to each other. Divine counterparts are sacred mirrors to each other, and they reflect back the levels of consciousness that you might hold. The second way to tell if your twin flame is awakening or not is that you no longer think too much about your twin for too long. You don't find yourself dwelling on them. Their thoughts do not worry you. Their situation does not worry you. You are not spending hours and hours worrying about, how things might come into being, how both of you might reunite in the physical realm, right? You might have stopped worrying about their situation, about their limiting relationships or their limiting situation that they might be in, about their own mental patterns and emotional forms, right? So when you find that you are no longer worrying about your twin, you are actually pulling back all of the good energy to yourself. You are putting your focus into learning about gaining knowledge on spiritual matters. You might be focusing on your own healing process and facing your own shadows, making attempts to heal your own inner child, and consuming material that is actually bringing you more awareness and clarity, if I'm to quickly summarize it, right? So the second point is that you no longer are obsessing or excessively dwelling over your divine counterpart. Their thoughts just brush your mind for a second or two. You are not actually ignoring those thoughts, but giving them the attention, and then you focus on to other things, right? So the third sign that your twin flame might be awakening is You have this knowing within yourself. It's a very, very deep, solid, and a firm knowing, which is unaffected by external doubts, by external circumstances or situations, no matter what might be going around in your life or in your divine counterpart's life, or within this connection itself, right? The connection itself might feel very strange, and it might feel very strained when it comes to the third dimension. Like things might be very challenging between the both of you, but you are no longer letting it affect you. You have this deep and a very firm knowing within your heart that everything is already working out. You have this inkling that they are going to come back to you, and it is only a matter of time. They will be back soon, or I know that we are meant to be, or I don't want to give it any labels, but I know that we share a very, very sacred connection, which is spiritual in nature. It is something that is undefined and pure, right? You have this deep knowing within yourself that you have known each other as souls from many, many, many past lifetimes, right? Through shared experiences and many different lessons and hurdles, you have arrived to this point. And there is this very solid knowing within yourself that everything is working out already in your favor. The fourth point that can show you that your twin flame is awakening is that people around your divine counterpart are evolving. And what do I mean by that? They might be making better choices for themselves. They might be as in, like, they are starting to take care of themselves, they are leaving behind addictions, and probably they are choosing better company. Now this, mind you, this is the people around your divine counterpart, right? So for example, your person is someone who is very private. They do not like putting out a lot of information out there on the internet or on social media, or probably they are not net savvy. The people around them will reflect their reality and will reflect their consciousness, right? So for example, if some of your friends of your divine counterpart are all of a sudden they have started putting up spiritual posts or motivating quotes or something that is not quite like them, so this might be an indication, this might be a very, very, very subtle indication that your divine counterpart is awakening, right? The fifth point to ascertain if your twin flame is awakening is they might have gone off grid. Meaning, if they are someone who share their pics and thoughts on social media, they have completely gone absconding. They have probably pulled down pictures, or they have shut off their accounts. If they have a private account, they might have made it public, or vice versa, or some sort of indication that they have gone very quiet, right? They have probably stopped posting altogether. They have taken down their profile pictures and stuff. So these are very real world indications. And having said that, I by no means support obsessive looking around to their profile, but these are some subtle indications. If you have, say for example, if you have checked upon your person's profile after a long time, and you have found that there are many changes like these happening, this might be an indication that they have gone inwards. They have turned their awareness inwards, and they are processing everything that is going on in their life, and they do not want any external distortions or external distractions, right? They are turning quiet because they want to seek answers that are deeply spiritual. right, that are self-reflective. They are becoming self-reflective, and that is another sign that your twin flame is awakening. The next sign is that that is a very very obvious one, is that your divine counterpart starts posting more spiritual matter on their social media, or you see changes around, like you get this information that they have started attending places of worship, or that they are starting to take their religion seriously, or they might have met a guru, right? So they might have started reading scripts and holy texts, right? So all of these indications, these are very obvious indications, but these of course also signify that your twin flame, your divine counterpart, is awakening to spirituality, to their undivided nature, right, to their highest self. And the last point that we discussed today about twin flame awakening is you find that you have discovered your purpose, right? You have discovered a way to show up for your community, for those around you. You are walking in your purpose freely and fully, right? You are showing up for whatever it is that drives you, that motivates you. It doesn't necessarily have to be something in connection to divination, right? But your very purpose could be art, right? Expressing yourself through your creative pursuits. It could be through music, it could be through dance, right? It could be through your own work. You have now started bringing in that spiritual element to your work, whatever it might be. You could be working in a bank but the fact is that you are taking the road less traveled, and you're being quite courageous about it, right? You don't let other people's opinions bother you any longer. You are not allowing external judgments to drive your life choices. You are doing and pursuing things that bring up the curiosity within you, that inspires you. You are living your fullest best life, and you are now freely walking in your purpose. So that's another indication that you are continuing to walk on this path, on this journey, with full confidence in God, with full faith in divine. I hope this session helped you. I love you so much. Take care. Stay blessed.